On this episode of the Friend Lover Show, we're talking about social media. Right here. On this episode of the Friend Lover Show, we're talking about social media. Today we have two special guests. To my left, to your right, videographer extraordinaire, Brian McDaniels. And to my right, which is your left, recording artist, which is about to go to Japan, Nason. We're talking about today being on social media, and a lot of you can't even socialize. Meaning something as simple as being at a kitchen table and always on your phone. Like him. B, what you feel about something like that? Like being on social media and people just not paying attention to what's going on around them because they think that social media is real or a reality to them.
I think the way it's set up right now, social media for me is like entertainment, and I think it's for a lot of people that way. So you're always looking to see what's going on, like who got the new, did Beyonce just drop a new album all of a sudden? Did so-and-so post up a picture that, a throwback Thursday picture, something like that. So I think a lot of times we get distracted by this constant source of information. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up at a time, showing our age, where TV went off. You know what I'm saying? Word. And now it's like you got 24/7 TV. Now you got 24/7 mobile devices because everybody knows that's where it's going. So it's like, so people are creating their own content and you just want to know what's going on. And being that we live in a global economy, you know what I'm saying? What's going on here at 12 midnight, something else is going on the other side of the world at 8 o'clock in the morning or 8 p.m. or something like that. So you always want to know what's going on. We follow our favorite artists. Our artists are always out there doing stuff. They're on tour. They're in different countries. So depending on what your interests are, there's always something on social media. There's not always something on TV.
Right.
Right, but how do you feel about that?
Exactly what Brian is saying. It's like everything is right. You can pretty much create your own world with social media. Like it is an outlet.
Yes, an outlet, but I'm sorry. What do you think about do you think people are spending too much time on social media and not interacting with each other? Because I find that to be a problem. It's like you could be in the same house and y'all texting each other. When you're in the same house, if you don't have a mansion and you're not on the West Wing, right, East Wing type of thing, knock on the person's door and say, hey, babe, listen, I need such and such. You texting me right in the same house. It's a problem to me.
I think there needs to be some type of, no phone zone, no social media, so you can kind of interact. I think there are those special things, like at the dinner table. I think that's totally inappropriate. If you're out and you're going out to have dinner with someone special or with a group of friends, why did you go out if y'all are all going to just be on your phone? Y'all could have just messaged each other at home, So I think there are definitely instances and places that needs to be kind of.
Right, but where do you think that stems from? I think it stems from the parents.
I think it definitely does. I think it kind of does. If you don't set those boundaries, of course, if no boundary is drawn, I think, you say, hey, at the dinner table, you can't do this. Of course, the kid is going to do it if you don't tell them to not do it. What do you think about that? You have kids. I blame
society. I blame society as a whole because I think that the whole, I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at the dinner table with the phone on because I'm just always trying to multitask. And it's like, if you're an entrepreneur and you're always busy, you always want to know, like, did I get that email? I'm waiting for this and that. But going back to the point, I blame society because I think that the way people were raised back in the day, you had a set dinner time. You had, dad had a 9 to 5. He came home 5 o'clock. Dinner was on the table at 6. Everybody's in bed by 9. Whatever. It's not like that now. You got kids raising themselves. You got single parents and all this other stuff where the structure of sitting at a dinner table and having manners,
manners.
Shout out to all my players. Manners. You know what I'm saying? Where you had to be there. You had to ask yourself to be excused from the table and all that stuff. That's like unheard of now. Right. We talk about boundaries, like boundaries are just out the window.
But doesn't that stand back though to where you being at home? I mean, once you come into those doors, and you leave outside, once you come into the doors, isn't that up to those parents or whatever to kind of set those rules into play in that realm?
Yes.
I mean, I think I feel what you're saying, but I think once you step inside of 4258 Chandler Road, once you step inside this door, that society is left outside. This is your society, and in here, it is not okay to use your phone at the table. But if that's up to you, now if that works for everybody using their phone, by all means do that. I'm not saying that's the wrong thing, but I'm saying that if if you set those boundaries into place, you can't blame society. You know, that's your realm, and in that realm, it's up to you.
True, and I think I get where he's coming from too, in a way, because being an entrepreneur is always chasing the check. So it's like, but you still have to have a point, like you said, when you need to cut it off.
Yeah.
But when you chasing the check, and you're an entrepreneur, half the time you can't cut it off.
If you're chasing the check, it's like this, right? Let's say you have a single mom who's a nurse, right? She works 12-hour shifts. Right. So a lot of times she got a teenage son that she don't get the chance to sit at dinner table with. So that one day she's off and she's there, she's like, yo, get off your phone. Meanwhile, all throughout the week, he been making his own food, doing his own thing. Okay. It's like, you know, like when I say society, it's like, in other words, the way people are structured right now, or the way people are engineered, we're not in those same conforms. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're talking about. We're not. We have to keep the old school.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying the old school. I'm just saying if that is what you're saying that you want to do. I mean, I think if, like you said, if that young man is all week and you know that he's all week making food for himself, if you and that young man decide, you know, hey, we at least need this time or 30 minutes, I don't think the world is going to fall apart in 30 minutes of you saying, hey, fam, I'm going to take this 30 minutes to just say no social, or take this 15 minutes, or just say, you know, hey, let's just eat a chicken dinner. I don't think, if that's what you decide to do. Now, if that doesn't work for you, then of course that's not going to work for you. But I'm just saying, you know,
so it's all right to put the phone in the other room and
correct. We don't call it a cell phone for nothing, because literally when you have that up to your face, you are in a box. You know, so I think you know, I think there's got to be balance.
Good points. What do y'all think? What do y'all think?
I just said it's got to be balanced.
I think phone addiction is real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely.
Phone addiction is real. You know,
and being addicted to likes.
Yeah.
Just attention too, because I think a lot of times people, like, we talking about the point of the Friend Lover Show today was about social and social media, being social and social media, and it's like some people have struggles personally in real life. Yeah. Being social, but on social media they adopt a whole new personality.
Well, because
like
we live
in a city where sometimes an environment where, you know, people are just faking it until they make it. Yeah. So that's the way they live. You know what I'm saying? But then they're only used to, you know, 140 characters or less responding to people, as opposed to actually having a real conversation. Right. And at the same time, people are addicted to likes. Like, you know, if we're gonna go out to eat, no matter how hungry we are, you know, if cats gonna be sitting there like, oh, yo, I'm over here, you know, taking a picture of the food, doing all of this. I take pictures of food. I'm sorry. Fred,
I'm guilty.
He got another addiction. That's a different show.
I'm a food addiction.
That's a whole different show. But, you know, but people are just doing that because they want, like, you know, we were talking about earlier about just depression and how it relates to social media, because some people just live, they feel like their life is not sufficient enough. Right. And if you want to sit there and compare yourself to the Kardashians and all that other stuff and go, oh, well, she's eating at such and such, or I'm doing this, or she went and bought these, you know, these shoes, I got to do that. You know, it's like we all try to keep up with
the Joneses.
Yeah.
Or the Kardashians at this point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, or anybody
who's out there.
But, you know, I think just being yourself.
Right.
Being yourself is really important, and I think a lot of people kind of lose that on social media.
Definitely.
Mason, tell me what you got going on. What you got coming up?
Well, Ashley tour. First international tour in Japan and Korea. That's coming up next month. So,
right. All right.
Yay. And look out for Ashley's first CD in over 6 years that I'll be putting out after I come. All right.
But you're taking CDs over here, though.
Taking CDs over there.
Get your hustle on.
Taking CDs over there.
Brother, what you got going on? What you got popping? You know.
Man, I'm working with so many people, man, from independent artists to network marketers. Some of my favorite clients. I'm just working on a lot of stuff. Doing my photography thing too. So it's all working out, man. I'm just passionate about what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. And gonna be doing some traveling as the summer comes across, because, you know, we gotta spread the brand factory movement all over the world, let people know what it is. You know, it's been a little while since I've been really out the country, so I'm looking for somewhere nice to go. I know VI is coming up, but besides VI, I gotta go like Europe or something. Maybe Nace will take me on tour with her.
Japan.
Just flowing, man. Entrepreneurial spirit, man. You gotta stay up to the minute. You know, short term, long term goals. But I did get something from a good friend of mine the other day, man. As far as setting dates, so I gotta set some dates up so y'all know what's going on.
True that.
Got a whole date.
And let people know on social media.
Of course.
Because that's what this show is about. And I want to thank both of y'all for coming through. You can see both of their Instagrams and stuff like that right here on the screen. You know what I mean? And whatever, how you get in contact with them. And if you want to donate, matter of fact, to her campaign, she's on GoFundMe. She still needs some paper. She's still leaving, but she still needs some paper to go to Japan. So please, the tag is here. Hit her up. You know what I mean? Send her to Japan. You know what I'm saying? Her passport just came the other day. She out of here. We proud. I'm waiting for her to get the heck out of here. I've been on her.
Oh, and I forgot. We added Buenos Aires after I come back from Japan.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay, I never gave her money or go for something. Just go get you right now.
Woo! You poppin'! $1, $2, $3.
You take singles or you
I take singles. I take everything, man.
I give her money there.
That's right.
It's going down right here. I just want to thank y'all for both coming on the show. It made it fun. And remember, people, the stuff that you post on social media, you don't own. A lot of stuff you don't own. We know it's about content, but once you put it out there and you looking crazy, you're just going to continue to look crazy. Because those people, once you sign up for any one of these social media sites, that's their stuff. They have the rights to it. So just make sure, just be cognizant. Another big word. Just be cognizant of what you put up. You know what I mean?
We're going to spell that at the bottom.
We won't. But that's it for the FranLoverShow. Remember to follow all of us on all our social media sites, whether it be Snapchat, Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. This is the FranLoverShow. We out.
No, you stupid.